Guys, this is the last video I will be making in this grocery store. This is not clickbait, this is not anything misleading, this is not false. This is our last official day in the store. The check has been cut, the money is in trust with the lawyers. This store is officially sold. And I've made so many videos in this store, I cannot believe it, how much content came out of this store. And to everyone who's watched and followed along this journey, I really thank you for being a part of this journey. It's been a wild ride. We went through hell and back trying to get it open because we had no money. We went through hell and back during COVID. We went through hell and back trying to keep it alive when times were tough. We had good months, we had bad months, just like any other business. And now we went through hell and back trying to sell it. And now it is officially sold. I know I've made videos saying it's sold before, but those deals all fell through. You'll find most people like to talk and they don't have any follow through. This is officially done. This is our last video in the store, and I cannot believe I'm actually going to be locking that door in a half hour for the last time in 8 years. I have spent 24/7 living, breathing, working, cashing people out for this store. It is unbelievable the amount of work that I didn't know that was coming when I opened this place. I do not know how to function after this store. So I want to thank you guys for being here through the ups and downs, the complaining, the behind the scenes, the anxiety that comes with owning a small business. I am still in shock that this is it, and we will be moving on. Felicia's a realtor in Windsor, Ontario. I have a marketing agency just specifically for small businesses. I'm going to put my link here for my personal email. You can email me if you're opening a business or have a business. I would love to work on your marketing for you. I obviously have a lot more free time now. And for the clients that did come through this channel already, thank you so much. Starting a new business takes a lot of time, so yeah.
So I am going to say a few words now. Finally, Ray already told you we sold the store, and honestly it is a bit bittersweet, but I am actually more excited than sad. You know, I feel like our life has really evolved from when we first opened. You know, we were just two kids in our 20s who knew absolutely nothing about business, by the way. And we built this thing up from the bottom to where it is today, and I couldn't be more proud of where we have come, but I know that our future endeavors are going to be just as great, if not better. And they always say when one door closes, many others open. And I truly believe that. And I definitely don't think this is the end of our entrepreneurial journey.
I have walked down this aisle right here 1,000 times talking and yapping to this camera. I cannot believe this will be the last time I do this. I mean, I'll obviously be yapping to this camera forever. This is my new job, guys. If you want to like and subscribe to this channel, I need the support as much as possible here. But anyways, I cannot believe this channel has 10,000 subscribers almost. It was me yapping to a camera. Like, how many people want to open a small business? Or how many people want to open a grocery store that there was actually a small audience for this channel? I thank you, I thank you, I thank you for that. I cannot believe anybody watches me talking to this camera in this grocery store. But you know what? I made this video. I haven't made a video in a few months, but I'm starting a new chapter in our life, and I'm going to start vlogging and recording more on small business content. So I figured I need to tell you guys this milestone that we just hit, because we've honestly been trying to sell this business for almost a year now. And it's crazy because you never think it'll just actually come to an end. And within 10 minutes, I'll never be doing this again because we're going to be leaving very, very shortly. But to be honest with you, it's crazy how life changes in a season and in a minute, right? We never thought this day would come, and here it is. And, you know, it's a good thing. We needed this as much as, you know, I can say on this video now. But yeah, it's definitely a real change I thought we would never hit. I honestly didn't know if the store would sell. Like, how many people really want to open a store like this, and let alone buy a store that's already operating. But there's a market for anything, and you only need one buyer, and we found that buyer. So let's just say it's going to be an interesting lifestyle change. I'll probably be on autopilot, get up and drive to the store without realizing that I don't own it anymore. It'll be weird if I actually come here as a customer too.
So what I loved most about the store, the first thing is obviously working with Ray. You know, a lot of people said that it would be difficult to work with your partner, and they just said like you would get like extremely frustrated, but I actually don't feel like that happened to us. I feel like it actually made us stronger than ever, and I think that is going to be the #1 top thing that I'm going to miss most about the store, is just having my sidekick with me all the time. You know, we've had many laughs in the store, many ups and downs, but that will definitely be the top thing that I miss the most. I will definitely miss a lot of our regular customers that I've built relationships with over the course of the last 7.5, 8 years. I've gotten to know a lot of them. So that will be another thing that I'm going to miss, is those customers. That is about it, to be honest. Working with perishables was awful. And I'm not even gonna say like awful, like in the sense that like it just, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. I just know that working in a perishable business is probably the hardest thing you will ever do, because not only, you know, are you trying to run a business, you're running a business on items that have an expiry date, and not only that, their shelf life is very, very short. So when you're working with perishable items like fruit and vegetables, you don't have a long time with them as you would with shelf stable items. So it can be a nightmare, especially if you decide to close for a day or two. You will definitely come back to a disaster, and unfortunately that's the reality of it. So I will not miss that, but overall I will miss this place. It is like my second home. Actually, we always joke and say it's basically our home. We spend more time and have spent more time here than our actual physical home. So that is something that I am looking forward to. I am looking forward to getting into a different routine, you know, spending more time at home, just, you know, enjoying life and everything that it has to offer, spending more time with Ray outside of the store, and just doing different things that, you know, we've always wanted to do but haven't been able to do for the last 7.5, 8 years because of our business. So it is definitely, you know, like I said, bittersweet, but for me it's more on the happier side and the excitement side than it is the sad part.
I'm going to tell you something huge that I learned from this business. And it's not going to be, oh, I learned how to balance a checkbook, I learned how to make profit, I learned how to order. That stuff, obviously, you know, I've said this countless times. I've said those things countless times on this channel. But the main thing I learned from day one in this business to trying to sell it, what people say and what they do is completely different things. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that were crying and hollering at me. Sorry, just checking, the store is still open. Before this store opened, begging me to open because they needed a fruit and vegetable store in this area. and they said it many times, emails, phone calls, and what happened? Most of those people never showed up. Most of those people were all talk. And over the 8 years, another thing related to what people say and do is very different. Everybody was opening a business. Everyone I knew was opening a restaurant, a cafe, a store. They had plans for this, and this. And what ended up happening? Nothing. People's follow through and what they say is completely different stories. And the last thing where this came true, the amount of people that were interested in buying this business and had told me or came to me and were ready to start, just had to sign, you know, the paperwork, maybe 15 different people, and they were all talk. What people say and what they do is completely different. Remember that when you're in business, because I'm telling you, majority of people are all talk. And I'm not trying to be an asshole, I'm trying to be real, I'm trying to warn you. The people that with actual follow through, you'll know right away. You'll know right away the people with actual follow through, because it is a lot to start a business. There's a million different steps that I went through on this channel. And it's a lot to run a business, and the people with ideas are the ones that will have ideas forever. And then it's a lot to sell a business, because the person you sell it to has to be willing to take on all the responsibility of your store, and that's where everyone falls apart when they buy a business. I will always be in the small business community. This channel will always exist, and I can tell you, working with small businesses on the marketing side of things, you really see, you know, the true struggle people get into to make their business work. And honestly, it can work, and this is what this channel is all about. It truly can work. I am not unhappy with this exit. I'm happy with this exit. The number, the newfound freedom, the newfound business venture. Yes, I'm gonna miss this place 100%. I'm gonna mostly miss the community, the amount of people we got to meet, the salespeople, the customers, the regulars. You wouldn't believe the amount of gifts Felicia and I got from our customers, just saying thank you for, you know, being part of the neighborhood. Our salespeople, obviously they liked, you know, how much we bought from them. But you get to meet people in the community, become something that people just get to know, and it becomes a staple in the community. And if you stop doing it, I mean, either it closes or you sell it, but if you stop, it ceases to exist. And that's the beauty of building something new and having your own business and being your own boss. There's truly nothing else like it. Working a job, I don't shit on it ever. It's safe, it's reliable, you know, it's less stress than owning a business, I think. But it's never that sense of personal achievement that you built this thing and you have to keep it going. It's like your own child that you grow from zero to, you know, whatever it may be. So that's the one thing I'm gonna miss. Am I going to miss the work? I can't say I will. I honestly can't say that I'm going to miss the type of work that I was doing. Maybe one day in the future, 10 to 15 years from now, I will get back into this, or another small business, or maybe something completely different in the next few years. I don't really know. I know that this decision is huge for Felicia and I, and the financial side of it, the lifestyle side of it, and obviously we have one more surprise that I'm gonna keep in the chamber for the next video. But anyways, guys, I thank you, and I can't thank you enough for the amount of support this channel's gotten. Almost 10,000 subscribers for a guy talking in a store. Like, that's unheard of to me. That's a number that, you know, I wouldn't expect from me diving into the chronicles of owning a small business, especially, you know, a small grocery store like this. Like, who actually watches grocery store content. I know there's people out there in the world that want to open stores, but how many is there where, you know, this channel done decent? You know, it's not a small channel, it's not a big channel by any means, but all I've done is really talk to this camera in this store, and somehow people are enjoying that. So this is what I'm going to focus on now, pumping out more and more videos. And yeah, thanks again, guys. Thanks for this chapter, and I will see you soon.